to episode 16 of my Humanity First Terra Invicta series. I've been thinking about a couple things over the, week, not quite a week, but since Monday, since I last released my video, and my biggest problem is that I'm using too much mission control. See, the aliens have a certain level of mission control that accrues hate. This is the minimum. It cannot go below that because it sets the bar. And that's why I'm sitting at this red and orange. If you go over to mission control, I'm using 171 mission control for HABs. If I come here to my monthly ledger, if I sort by mission control usage, it's because I have a bunch of campuses. Yeah, 12 here, 6 here, 6 here. Granted, 4 of them is if I'm going, so that's my fleets, not my bases, but the settlement core is 3. If I have the colony core, that's 4. Spaceships with the ring core, that's 4 as well. So we can't really reduce these a whole lot because they're only getting 4 from the, not the operations center, but why is that red? I don't know why it's red. I guess because it's not working right now, but 4 because of the ring core. So there's not a whole lot I can do about that. There is a technology that will allow us to reduce the hate we get from that. So if we go to the tech tree, full search, it's going to be project. Okay. Ooh. Project. There's the wrong thing. I've got it here on a secondary browser, so let's look for that. Oh, there's no project, it's Maskarovka. That's why I'm getting the wrong things. Okay. Nope. My computer is awfully slow today for whatever reason, making things awfully difficult to type. I cannot find it. Full tech tree. Is it no longer in the game? There's no way it's not in the game anymore. Okay. So, Maskarovka comes directly from strategic deception as well as alien technology and... holy cow. You are quantum encryption. Quantum. I do only want the full tech tree for this. Let's see if I can get it there. I cannot. Okay. Quantum encryption, which you do have unlocked. Right click that to see what it unlocks. Does not have anything over here. So if we go to strategic, full search, full tree, strategic deception, right click on that. Right click over here. Maybe they did remove it. That's such a weird thing. Yeah, it doesn't unlock anything anymore. And no, because even if I don't have this unlocked yet, and it's open, so I have no idea. Unless they removed Maskarovka. Anyways, I'm looking for this because Maskarovka is the same exact thing as strategic deception. It lowers, we could do 25% more mission control without getting hate from the aliens. Which is helpful because I have 170 already used, and I'm basically on the line. That means I can get very few ships out before they come and schwack me. So we're going to try to find a way to reduce that. So if we go back to monthly ledger, by MC usage, 12 from here. These are the ships, so we can't get rid of those, of course. Medical centers and research campuses are my biggest thing. And if we go to the AI human factions, they're putting out 57 per day. Closest one is 76 per day. We're putting out significantly more than that. So we're just going to have to go through and remove some of the research campuses until such a time that I can properly defend them. Modules, those are all nano factories. Actually, easier way to do this is to go humanity first, MC usage, and we're going to go ahead and replace these with whatever I have the least of for my research. I don't want to do that one. I want to come here, monthly ledger. My research is lowest for information and for social sciences. So we'll go and replace information and information. That will also reduce the amounts of farms we need because they require significantly less water and volatiles and significantly less for people. The Information Science Center uses 25 crew, and the Medical Center uses 120 crew, and the Research Campus is 200 crew. This we're not going to have enough, but if I put in a, not space science, but a social science, we do in fact have enough power production. I could do even more by reducing you. We have significantly more power production than needed now. And each one of these will give me 10%. So I got 2 here and 2 in the last one. It's another 40%. And I got 2 information sciences, which is another, or sorry, I think I had 3 on that one. So that's another 30% there, which is just fantastic. We're going to do a information and information. And I produce not enough power this time. So we'll go ahead and upgrade. Because you're only putting out 40, so we'll do a fission reactor here. And that will lead to more than enough power. Just double checking. This one has enough. And this one has enough. Low lunar orbit, Spaceworks. Metals is once again my weakest, or my shortcoming rather. So we need to find something that has a lot of metals. I don't want you, I want prospecting for metals, Io, Callisto. So we can't go out to Callisto because aliens are there. Also, we don't have it, we're not far enough. We're not able to get out there fast enough. Holy cow. But even if we were, the aliens would knock us down because they have a bunch of bases out here on Io. We'll see if we can't trade for 135 Hertha or the Mercury base. So Fuglesang and Sanzu. Shiyun, go ahead and meet with the Resistance. And then Moron, you cannot find anyone from the Exodus, so we shall go ahead and do that. Now, for our normal things we do, working on mission control with a little bit of military for United States and North America. We have 10 more mission control, and then we're going to be done with that, which is fantastic. We can focus on working on the military so that we can uproot the alien administration. China is working on mission control and knowledge, and they're going to be working on that for quite a while, because we want to be up around that 12. And thankfully our cohesion is going to sit at a 5, which is fantastic. America is sitting at a 4.7, but that's alright. And that's about everything going on.
Initiating contact. We wish that you would see
So for Habs,
harms the very people we're trying
the
to
Sun
protect.
Tzu base, right here. Need more than that. Is there anything that we are fine with giving them that'll take more off our hands? Not research. You could give them Denali Station, an ISS orbit. See if they take that. Denali, I have to offer more. Not even close. What if I gave you a lot of water? Ample compensation for 10,000. What if we do 8,001? Notice it stays. Oh, it's not going to though. 7,000, 6, 5, 4, 3, 5, 6,000, 3,600 water for Sun Tzu base, which is going in the wrong direction, but we need that Sun Tzu base outpost upgrade to a settlement core. It's going to cost 1 more. We did go down though. We're at 165 for Habs instead of 170. So that's good. What if we were to throw on... We're getting 80 per month now, so no, we'll leave it. It'll be fine. Victor 665 is going to low Mars orbit. We still need to go through monthly ledger. Settlement core and a research campus. We're going to swap you over to a military. Actually, there's no materials research here, so we'll give you a materials. This one's only using 1. Oh, because it has Operations Center. So it's actually providing 1. Providing 1. Providing 1. Providing 1. Providing 0. Losing 3, but there's no Operations Center. upgrade this to an orbital core. We're not going to go to a ring core because orbital cores are enough, and all their modules cost less metals, which we're lowest on right now. Medical, just for that boost to money, is fantastic, and we're actually way down now, so that's very good. But also because there are a lot of good events with medical centers, so we want to have those.
I have new information.
He was with the academy, we don't really care.
Person of interest available.
Aliens defeated Project Exodus at Wakata Station. Not sure where that one was,
People will
but
come to our side.
European Union, we have 1% public support. Victor 687 is going for Nano, because of course they are. That one has 2 battle stations on it. And you have a lot of actually damaged ships for whatever reason. Not damaged enough for it to do anything, unfortunately, but damaged nonetheless. I wish it would tell you what all was damaged. It just says damaged here, so I don't know if that means that it's considered damaged because it doesn't have full magazines, which if you use up a magazine, you have to go and repair it, essentially. It's same, I guess that's more for if you have like a habitats module that you would break off to build the habitat wherever. That is, yeah, I can't do anything with Task Force Terra, so I just have to hope that they don't completely destroy my nano factory. Only thing I can do is accept and auto-resolve. Neutralized it, which is unfortunate. Let us go to Nano Factory. Save it. Accept that loss. Probably going to destroy it. They have. We're going to build a platform. Is there anything that we desperately need before I do this again? Global ambition, executive privilege, or framing. That's for economy. Fusion pile. Good priority for 25%. Pretty nice. Tactical drones, I don't need. It's for build army. Railguns, not really useful. Electron lance. Yeah, we're gonna go for not fusion pile, but directed launch energy launch systems. Increase boost priority by 25%. High series orbits, as you're at low series orbits. So we're actually going to have you transfer to them. They're going for Ganga Station, which has 2 more battle stations on it. They're significantly smaller this time. We'll accept. Auto-resolve. They neutralized it. Not sure what's up with this guy. We'll go ahead and... we're not going to save. It's the same exact thing as Nano. Accept. Continue. They'll just probably destroy it. Resupply. Close. They did destroy it. You're going to go ahead and merge with Ceres. We're going to go ahead and launch an orbital. We're going to get another 20% research from our control points. We're now at 350 research. And with this one, we're going to go for security measures. And with this, actually, we're going to see if we're going to try and pawn off some of these. The Academy has no mission control whatsoever. Which is unfortunate. If we could get rid of some of the mission control, that'd be nice. We're at 212 still, so way over that cap. As we can still, because they're still beating us up. So if we go... there's not really... you just have to stop using these cores. Unfortunately, we cannot downsize. You just have to decommission it and then rebuild, which I think is kind of stupid. I wish you could easily downsize right from here, but it seems like that's not going to be the case. So we'll decommission. And then decommission. Shi-Yun, I want you to investigate the alien activity. Moron,
Acknowledged.
go talk with
Initiated contact.
the Exodus man.
Offering support.
Nothing we can do
Reaching
here.
Fight
Trade negotiations.
so long as you do
Any
not
projects? You do
interfere with
not.
the Exodus.
Really anything I want to get rid of. We're not even using this. We're only using the tier 2 area. So This is definitely something where I could save. It's only a mission control, but a mission control is another ship I could get out. But there really isn't anything I want to give him. So we'll see. Renegotiations. There's nothing that we really want. So we're gonna grab that one base from him, but we're trying to lower our base count. You could use some water. Not 22,000, but 2,200. Do that. They'll be happy with us. It'll be a fantastic time.
Our atoms do not
Magnetic
truly
nozzles
match
has been
one another.
finished.
Like the clouds.
And we're gonna go for interplanetary polities, integrated space, Earth, economy, independence movements. That's not what I wanted. Independence movements, full tech tree. Freedom fighters would be okay. Global command structure would be the only reason to go for it. Interplanetary polities, applied artificial intelligence would be good for automated. Never global defense. Mission to Saturn, advanced hydrogen, long-range chemical rockets. Full tech tree. Research, show and tech tree. View in the full tech tree. Long-range chemical rockets increase the amounts of boost and reduces the boost cost for sending things below low Earth orbits. So that would be nice. Molecular assemblers, nanofacturing complex. Rapid repair modules, rapid military prototyping. Predictive genetics, artificial. I think we'll do applied artificial intelligence. Nearly finished with direct energy launch systems. Halfway done with security measures. And then strategic lobbying. We'll go for get that finished within a week.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Security measures is finished. We're going to go for executive protection. Be finished by the end of the month. Strategic lobbying has finished. We'll go for communications hub. Fuji station has completed.
We found something.
We're at 214 MC use and still firmly in the red. Honestly, we could probably get rid of some of these too. Well, no, because I need that nanofactories back. So I definitely cannot do that. Fuji station is going to be... Actually, we're going to use one of the ones that's already just an orbital core. Yes, Chikuma, layer defense array, layer defense array, farm, heavy fusion, nano factory all the way. Heavy fusion and nano factory. We'll have extra, that'd be fantastic. So we're gonna go ahead and save, and then apply Chikuma station. We don't have enough boost because we don't have any metals. So we're gonna wait a day or two, get some metals, and then do it all over again. Why? Puma. Still not enough. I do want to go to view and then rid of you, rid of you. For Shiyun, we're gonna have you not sabotage. I'll have you come here and lower
Restoring
unrest. Moron will have you lower unrest as well.
Restoring order.
Now we do need to go and rename the station. This is going to be Leo Tier 2 Nano. Confirm assignments. Communications hub has finished. We're going to go for total warframing. We are at war with the alien administration, and every so often you do get pop-ups
offering counsel.
during wars for atrocities and whatnot. Which, even if you're not actually waging war, which is kind of weird, like, I could be sitting here in the United States of North America, nowhere near the alien administration, and sometimes you'll get a pop-up. Panic and Nanning, we can decrease their democracy score by 0.2, we can calm the public, or we can let it run its course. I think we'll do calm the public. Victor 690 is headed towards Tiangong orbit.
I have new information.
Had a critical success on the alien.
Things are cooling off.
Executive protection has finished. We're going to go for salamander autopsy.
Public opinion is
European
moving in our
Union.
direction.
Increasing our support, but more importantly, decreasing
Order is
theirs.
returning.
588 is headed toward Tiangong orbit. Wormholes has finished. He has completed the research wormholes objective. The Hydra wormhole is, according to our eggheads, something called an Ellis drain hole. Up until a month ago, they were telling everyone these things couldn't possibly exist. Now they're telling us that they do. Whatever. They've given a long technobabble explanation which is totally useless from a tactical perspective. Long story short, they have no idea how it works, they have no idea how the aliens made it, and they have no idea of where to start looking. The one bit of useful information they come up with is that the two sides of the wormhole are unequal. Mass limits going back through the wormhole are much lower than mass limits coming here. Apart from that, all I can tell us is more research is required. I hate those guys. Early research isn't promising, but we've got no choice but to keep trying. Continue researching the enemy wormhole and hope for a lucky break. Complete the choke point project when it becomes available. With that out of the way, we're going to go for civilian fusion reactors. Be finished October of next year, July of next year, June of next year. June 1st of next year. So within half a year, we'll get through civilian fusion reactors, putting in nearly 300 research per day. With an 84% boost to energy research and a 95% boost to our engineering projects. I do want to go and look through, because again, name of the game is reducing the amount of... Oh, okay. So, remember last episode where I put in some administration points and nothing happened? It is true that I did have a modifier on here that decreases the amount of administration that this counselor can get. I'm not sure which one that would be. Furtive, perhaps? Furtive gives -1, and Lone Wolf gives -1. So, that means I have wasted, I'm not sure how much. Probably 2, maybe 3. Definitely 2, but maybe 3 or 4. Level ups, I suppose you could call them, augments, on something that can't actually work. And in fact, command is also reduced by 1, so I can only put 1 more into that. Kind of annoying that they'll let you do it anyways, but I guess it's my fault for not paying attention. Investigation. Affluent. Might as well. Reduces it by 0.1, and then we'll get Survivor. We'll not get Survivor, because we don't need Survivor. She has enough. Gilong. Persuasion can be at 25, but Prosperous. Also, we'll get another money from that. So we'll do Prosperous, get some more money, losing 24.2 per day, which, not good.
I will help them.
So we'll go through 800 money per month.
Lending my expertise.
Task Force Terra. Seems like we need to take over someone for the sole purpose of spoils. Task Force Terra is slowly being built back up. We're now at 6 ships. Media Center is unlocked for us. Orbital core for Ganga Station. This is low Earth orbit, it is. We'll put Chakuma Station here. We still don't have enough metal for it. I assume we started another production of a ship. That's what it is.
Things are stabilizing.
Victor 665 is in low Mars orbit and they're bombarding Chakoi base. Which is unfortunate.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
They destroyed the layer defense array and everything else. We're not going to rebuild that one. Orbital debris strikes. We can pay 2,000 money and up to 3 modules of Leo Tier 2 nano will be destroyed, or we can do nothing and 83% chance for up to 4 modules to be destroyed, and a cascading failure of a 17% chance for a random entire sector will be destroyed and 2 more modules to be destroyed. So we're going to go ahead and... This is why you want your materials research, by the way. We're going to go ahead and order personnel onto double shifts, costing me 2,000 money. But we'll go ahead and rebuild all of that. See if we can build this. We can. Leo 2, Tier 2, Nano. Because I need that money. We could go ahead and sell. Give me a little bit more money. Victor 649 is in low Ceres orbit bombarding St. Elias base. St. Elias base has a single layer defense array. And Task Force Series has 4 ships to it, of which they have 7. So it is unlikely to go well for St. Elias base. Actually, I'm curious. They put out a lot of water and volatiles. Layer defense array has been destroyed. We have finished Salamander Autopsy. And we have updated our codex for Terrorize a region. We're going to go for Megafauna Necropsy. And we'll do Sphericite Liability Theory. It's not really fighting any Megafauna at the moment. Finish St. Elias base off, they did. Take me there. Found a settlement. Continue. Layer defensive bay at Cork Jufel. Do you not want to show me? Ulmu's Task Force Mars out. They'll get there in 16 hours. Destroyed the mining complex out there. We have engaged. There's a lot more here now than there was before. But looks like they can't shoot. They can still shoot. I'm not sure what that little exclamation mark is for. But you can't use your laser cannon. You can use your laser cannon. And you cannot use your laser cannon. And you can't use your Bane laser cannon either. So we're going to engage. We'll run an auto-resolve. See how that works out. As long as we win, I think I'm going to take it. We did. That's fantastic news. We got 1.6 exotics out of it. Because they were bombarding the base, we did not get any more hate for it. Select Mars. Oh, are you not able to do anything? You have 0 KPS. We equalize Delta V. Gonna take you an hour or so. Launch towards the shipyard. And take you a week. But oh well. They're headed towards Ayoba Station. We do not have anything out there, so that's unfortunate. We're gonna get there in 2 days. So if we launch Terra after them, Papa 77. Answer is no. I'm not surprised. We don't have anything or any drives meant for catching things, so we might lose Ayoba Station. Where is Ayoba Station? Is being built currently, so it has no defenses whatsoever. So yeah, we'll probably lose that. Victor 649 is bombarding Blackburn base on Ceres. Blackburn base does not have anything, and it was quickly destroyed as well. Papa 77 is low lunar orbit. They destroyed Ayoba base, and they're now bombarding Olympus base on Ceres. Olympus base has 2, I believe, layer defense arrays, 1 here and 1 there, so it'll put up a better defense. Settlement was destroyed, or settlement mining complex, but rather was destroyed. Destroyed one of the layer defense arrays, and the other ones as well. Settlement mining core, settlement mining core. Ship launched in low Mars orbit. Papa 77 is going towards Leo Tier 2 Nano. We're going to launch Task Force Mars. We'll get there in a day. God almighty. The good thing, though, is that we can launch our exo fighters.
Where to?
Shiyun.
Tracking target.
We'll have you assassinate Bulo. We're going to have you grab Prosperous. And Moron, we're going to have you grab Prosperous as well.
Offering counsel.
Add Exo Fighters, launch all, confirm, accept, run an auto resolve. So you have a ultraviolet arc laser cannon and a laser arc battery, so we'll reject it. What is wrong with you? Attack mode. Attack mode. I'm not sure why you have ship is maneuvering to avoid predicted collision. I'm not sure why. Go after him, and then do an intercept course. You're already doing significantly better than what it projected. Though for whatever reason, you have decided to not go after the ship, which is, I guess, whatever. The layer defense array should be enough to take him down. We successfully defended them, which means they should leave us alone. Settlement core at Olympus base was destroyed by the aliens.
Offering assistance.
Bombarding Amagi base. We're going to transfer out to Papa 77. Destroyed Amagi base. Found an outpost. Yeah, they're just going to blow up everything on series, it looks like. So we're just not going to build it again. We're going to engage. Want 3 KPS. They always know how much KPS you're going to spend, so you're never going to outspend them. Total warframing has been finished. They're going to bombard series again. We're going to go for global ambition. No, we're going to go for the choke point. No, we're not. We want to... We'll do that there. Transfer. Papa 77. They're knots. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the shipyard. As for series, can we intercept Victor 649? Nope. Accept, auto resolve, shocker there. You're going to go ahead and merge with TS Force Mars. Repair and resupply. I don't believe I can take that with my fleet at Mars, which means I can't. But if I lose the fleet at Ceres, rather, that means I can't do anything else to defend the base, or defend my space station out there. So there's not much I can do about that, unfortunately.
Surveillance complete. We've moved the needle.
Victor 704 is headed towards low Mars orbit. Peak and continue. Boston Nano Factory out there. And they're headed off towards that. Joint Task Force. Outpost, 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 outpost. And we want to go ahead and put down a mining outpost with a fission pile, and a mining outpost, and a fission pile, and a fission pile, and a mining outpost. Alright. Relaunched towards Task Force, or Tier 2 Nano. Task Force Terra. Transfer down. We can't put an intercept course on them or something? Don't understand this. Oh well. Tier 2 Nano. Add Exo Fighters. Launch all. Confirm. Accept. Auto resolve. Accept. Whatever. They're in Tiangong orbit. We finished Z pinch techniques. And we're now going to go for interplanetary polities. Engage, auto resolve, accept, close, They destroyed the nano factory because of course they did. I'm so glad you didn't actually pause. That would have been awful for you to do. Accept, auto-resolve. They're going to destroy it. Task Force Mars has repaired. Close. Rebuild. Task Force Terra. Go back to the shipyard. Destroy the shipyard. So don't do that. Fucking great. So Victor 6. And it couldn't even catch them. But it's fine. Why would you want to actually fight the aliens and get revenge for them? That would be insane, wouldn't it? Okay, rocket launch. Can't even launch an orbital. Kaylee, we're gonna have you go and grab Prosperous. And then see if we have anything up here that we can actually use for something. When are you going to be decommissioned? God. We don't have any fucking metals. Shiyun, go ahead and assassinate.
Don't let them find out.
I have them in my sights.
What's the op? Making our case.
We're here.
Offering support.
Caught up with the aliens. Killed the aliens. We got 1.5 exotics after there, and we upgrade. And we promoted our intelligence officer. That's a new one. I have not seen it. So if we go here to the Legion, intelligence officer increases the chance to overcome enemy ECM by 5% and increases the damage from all weapons except nuclear antimatter missiles by 5% as well. Pretty interesting. Select. There's nowhere that you can go that has anything. So you're just gonna chill. Debris duty, use this onboard systems to decrease it by 1. Victor 689 is headed to Tiangong orbit. They'll get there in a year and a half.
The target's down.
Kill the Protector Counselor.
Person of interest available.
Public sentiment.
Be that 200 mission control is our
Things are cooling off.
cap. Close. Bombarding Hershey Fell Base. We're gonna have you grab a Prosperous. And that'll be all. Task Force Mars. Rail cannon, rail cannon. heavy siege coiler, and laser. Go ahead and do an intercept mission. They destroyed the base, because of course they did. Destroyed another base, because of course they did. Engage, auto-resolve. There's no way you lost to a half-dead fleet already. Holy crap. Centurion. Do not be in Guardian mode. There's problem number one, you dolts. Okay, you're gonna go after... I can't tell if it was broken or not. You'll go after the Blue Wind, the Exterminator. You're gonna go after the Guiding Pulsar. And then you run away. And then Corvettes. We'll probably distarget them from the Corvettes if it decides to run. Or do evasive maneuvers, I mean. If it does that, then there's no point in launching physical projectiles after it. It's not going to do anything. So the Guiding Star is actually the one that's doing that. So we're going to have you go after him. And then you can go after... like that. Fantastic. And then please look at your targets. Okay, yeah, I don't know how the heck we lost this before. But we took no damage at all this time. So, fantastic news. Got 1.6 exotics after that, and we got a promotion to Chief Petty Officer Matthew Thrasher, a crew chief, on the Marksman class, or the Marksman ship. So we go here, we look at Task Force Mars, the Marksman crew chief, increases the damage control rate damage control team fix rates by 10%. So that is fantastic. 5 speed, select, go back to the shipyard.
Wrapping up here.
We're going to begin repairs. Victor 718 is launched toward Mars. They have 11 ships. Tis not good. They'll be there in 50 days. So about a month. Still rebuilding the series bases.
I'm
See
here.
you. We're gonna have you assault alien assets in
We're
Peru.
going in. I will help them.
people will come to our side.
Order is returning.
The LZ is secure.
Why am I at war with them? The hell? Close. Close, thank you.
I'm on your side.
Shiyun. You have no chance. Actually, I don't want you doing that. I want Moron to do it.
Standing by.
He has even less of a chance.
Come here.
At your service.
We're already losing money, cannot afford to do that. We can do direct investment, however, for that. We're now making $140 more per year, and we're positive on the money.
Ready for orders.
Shiyun, I do want you to go and investigate this individual.
Surveilling target.
Ready for orders.
Offering assistance.
Victor 685 in low Mars orbit.
Lending my expertise.
Just big chillin', I guess, which I'm fine with.
Surveillance complete.
Works for the Academy as an activist.
We've got some intel on our
Just undermining my efforts for the love of the game, I suppose. Or I did want Ji-Yun,
We're winning
sorry,
their hearts
Moron,
and
I did want
minds.
him to
Things are
work on
stabilizing.
that. Unrest is sitting at, because per capita GDP is down. From an event effect, they all lost $350 billion. Victor 718 is in low Mars orbit bombarding Nashi base, which is nothing I can do about that, so they're just going to go ahead and destroy that. But it's fine. We hate having space assets, so we're totally fine with that. They're headed towards Mars shipyard. We'll accept auto-resolve, probably lose everything, reject, because we already know that they are aliens, sorry, the AI is god-awful at actually fighting. We'll address you to fight the gliding pulsar, you towards the runaway star, you're gonna go towards the Actually, I want you towards the runaway star, and you can go towards the dark star. And then, why are you back? Okay. Then you closest one to you is this luminous tide here. you can only start firing around 950 kilometers. So we have quite the ways before we can do anything. You can fire at 650. One of their flankers working on taking down the second one. He's not doing anything right now. Physically cannot. We'll have you go ahead and take on him, and then I want you to go take on this guy. The marksman taking on the big kahuna because he's hitting his side armor in theory. Okay, we lost all of our ships, which is what we're going to do anyways, but we managed to kill alien ships and damage some more, which is more than the AI could do, which I have no idea what they did besides turn around and show the backside to the enemy. Because even just like walking into them, which is what I did there, we managed to kill the summit wind and damage the falling star and the runaway star. Hoping that they don't destroy it, because we are under their red hate. But we shall see. And my computer is so freaking slow today. Holy cow. So yeah, they're still there, unfortunately. The nano, we are rebuilding. Other nano, we are rebuilding. And Fitzroy Station, we're upgrading to a ring core. Sierra, you're advising, so we want you to have a science.
Standing by for
Yun,
orders.
go take out alien assets in
Going in
Peru.
hot. I will report when my mission is complete. Offering counsel.
Were some
We
distant
finished applied
line
artificial intelligence. So we're going to go ahead and go for mind and machine, maybe. We'll do mission to Saturn. Eventually we are going to need to go out there anyways. Neural engineering has been unlocked for engineering projects. Willis target computer Mark III, which is fantastic.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Produce more metal from our mines, more fissile from our mines. Officer's insight. While performing routine maintenance aboard Templar, so Lieutenant Onyango Aitino, damage control officer, was struck by an idea to improve our ship's effectiveness in battle. We have examined the idea and found it to have merit. As such, we intend to roll it out across Humanity First's fleet as soon as possible. We can 1. Identify and patch weak points in the defenses to better withstand enemy fire. We'll take 1% less damage from enemy weapons in combat. We can drill our damage control technicians to improve their response times. We will repair damage 1% faster. We can highlight sections where redundancy can be reduced to speed up construction. We will build our ships 1% faster. Or we can speed up the iteration of electronic warfare suites. Our ECM modules will be 1% more effective in combat. As you can see, massive changes. However, better than nothing. So I think we're going to do ECM or ships building faster, and probably building faster. The ECM would be... They're launching toward Task Force Terra, even though we're not really aggressive with them, but okay. We're probably going to lose all of this. If we evade, there's no way we're going to get out of here. So we'll accept auto-resolve. And reject, it looks like. Fantastic. Because that was some of the worst I've ever seen anything do. We're going to have you disengage. You're the Centurion. Why are you on Guardian mode? So you physically cannot fight, so you're just there for the 40mm. You cannot fight either, you're just here for the 40mm. So our biggest ship is actually this one right here. That's fantastic. Okay. We'll have you advance and then assign you to here. Taken out of the fight. Essentially, go for the Jade Star. Jade Star's taking a bunch of damage. Go for the Turbulent Nebula. We killed anyone. We might have killed one ship, but we definitely did a lot more damage than the stupid AI was doing. So I wouldn't count it as a win, but it's a slightly less bad defeat. Oh, we did! We killed the Red Tide and the Sea Flower, and just damaged a lot more. That's fantastic. And we're now way under the hate cap. We also have no ships. No combat fleet. They're launching another alien assault fleet. Be there in a year. Is there anywhere that we can build in Earth orbit? Mars, Ceres. So the answer is no. We're gonna have you grab money is increased by probably administration, huh? Yeah, you can't grab any more administration. So we'll give you an espionage. Why not? Shi
Acknowledged.
Yun, investigate alien activity. +3 to coups.
Offering assistance.
Congo Station was finally decommissioned, and same with Denali. Our ships take 5% less damage from enemy weapons in
I will
combat.
help them.
Nearly finished with civilian fusion reactors.
Surveillance complete.
We finished civilian fusion reactors, and C-Pint Fusion Reactor 1 has been chosen. We finished at the end of June.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Shipboard magnetic weapons do 10% bonus damage.
We were unable to increase security.
Couldn't do anything for China. Automated outposts. China's sitting at 1 unrest. Wants to sit at 3.4. We have hostile claims. No, we don't. Lasers do 10% more
Here's what we
damage.
found.
Shanghai is still the capital. Huh. Not Taipei. Interesting. I guess it's not Beijing. So there's that. Anyhow, Shi Yun investigates aliens in
Heading there
Peru. Victor 719 is going for low lunar orbit.
Offering support.
Science Institute has been
Lend
completed,
my
or it's not
expertise.
completed, but it's available for research. We're probably not going to go for any of those. Fitzroy Station, Battle Station, Battle Station. Okay. I swear. We're going to have enough here to fend off Armageddon itself. Farm, Spaceworks. And I do want a materials. Spaceworks. Solar reactor. Don't have enough boost or metal for Spaceworks.
We've got some intel on our target.
Victor 732 is headed to low Mars orbit.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Resistance fleet of Romeo 123 is in Mars orbit. Yeah, Spaceworks only cost, they do cost 240. Low Mars orbit has constructed the Exterminator class battlecruiser Knight. Romeo 54 is in low Mars orbit. Spaceworks. Spaceworks. And you have a 24 surplus of power. That is fantastic. Okay, choke points. We completed the choke point project. Further study of the Hydra wormhole confirms that it closely follows the rules set down by Homer G. Ellis in his 1969 train hole theory. Its design is essentially two circular planes connected at the center by two smaller circles of equal diameter, like two cymbals touching, or the central part of an hourglass. The drain hole's nature means that gravity flows in a single direction, emptying any matter that passes through it onto the other side. This means that traveling from the origin side requires far less energy than traveling from the opposite direction. The simplest method of neutralizing the alien threat would thus appear to be closing or destroying the wormhole on our end, therefore isolating them from the reinforcements and source of exotics. In practice, however, this approach will be far from straightforward.
The alien gate.
We have completed the research the choke point objective. Well, sending our ships through the Hydra wormhole is definitely out. Even if we get past the whole frontal attack on the Hydra system problem, the mass limits are far too low. Anything we send back through there has to be extraordinarily deadly in proportion to its mass. If we want to stop the Hydra from sending an endless swarm of reinforcements through an endless stream of wormholes, we're going to have to take that wormhole and send something through that'll finish this for good. The only weapons that have the slightest chance of doing the job are chemical, biological, or nuclear. We've got our virus, now we need to figure out a way to spread it to the Hydras. All of them. Kill the wormhole project. Kill the hive project. But we're going to go for deep space metallurgy first. There it is, kill the hive. Bulo, we're going to give you a persuasion. Just in case I need to have you run some increased public support missions. About 5 mission control away from finishing. And it's all in Mexico City. Working on space defenses, the first one's going to go up at Washington, D.C.
Ready to go.
Shiyun, investigate alien activity in Beirut. And then, Moron, we're going to have you go ahead and grab. You're stabilizing a nation. We'll do a command. We've finished Sea-Pinch Fusion Reactor 1. We'll go for Kill the Hive. Put nearly 300 research into that one.
Offering assistance.
Nearly finished deuterium fusion. We've unlocked the Zeta Triton drive.
Person of interest surveilled.
The people will come to our side.
Things are stabilizing.
Victor 732 is in low Mars orbit, bombarding not my base for once. Actually, we have gone down 60 mission control, so that's probably helping. Automated platform core.
Here's what we found.
We finished Ferricite liability theory. We're going to go for automated platform core. Hurricane, we're diverting some resources to help. We finished deuterium fusion, and Victor 443 is headed toward the low Mars orbit.
It is a miracle of engineering and physics, yes. But romantically,
Now if we go to tech tree, view full tech tree, I want the Zeta Deuterium. Deuterium, just the drive, I believe. 13.4, and then what about the torch? 16.1, 11.7. or so the torch needs the drive, it looks like. Anyhow, this is the one I want. Set research target. No, I don't want the torch, I want the drive. Hold on. So for that I need the Z-pinch fusion reactor too. Okay, which means I can go for whatever I want here. And I'm gonna go for integrated, right? We'll go for molecular assemblers. It's a nice short one, only 25,000 research. Honestly, something I probably should have had a while ago, but Zeta deuterium is definitely something I need. Shiyun, go ahead and assault an alien asset and
Heading for
Suriname.
LZ.
Enemies are still planning. Turkmenistan has been captured by armies of Russia. They're taking over Proteus rocketry.
Offering counsel.
With a 50% chance too. Making 344 research per day. 300 of it is going into Kill the Hive, 180 for Deep Space Metallurgy, 73 for Automated Platform Core, 47 for Mission to Saturn, 61 for Molecular Assemblers, and 58 for Interplanetary Polities. Going for Z-Pinch Fusion Reactor 2. Victor 719 is in low lunar orbit.
Things are cooling off.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Project Exodus had a base destroyed by the aliens. Victor 450 has launched targeting low Earth orbit. What is reducing my democracy score? Being at war is reducing my democracy score. I'm only in the one war, right? I am. That reminds me, moron, I want you to go to China and get them out of this second war. Because I don't know why they're in two wars right now. Or how I got into that other one in the first place. I must have accidentally clicked something.
Target site.
Shiyun cannot grab an administration, so quit trying. She is instead gonna go for a science. Remember, for every science you have, it increases the research income of the council by 1%. Every 5 points increases the monthly chance of unlocking a project by 1%, and the faction's overall chance of unlocking challenging projects by 1%. It will also help defend our interests against alien activity. So we reached 10, which means that we now have another % chance of unlocking a research per month. So not research per month, but a new research every month.
I will help them. Offering support.
Person of interest surveilled.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Spiker will go for I just want to get this done as
Policy
fast as
direction
possible.
complete.
Seek peace in the European, Germany war. They are not going to accept it though. They declined the peace offer. Interesting. I don't even know who on that war. It's just the European Union. Okay. Oh, because they were trying to take over Germany. Is why.
We found something.
They have 9 armies. They all have navies. 4 of them do. That's tanking their score hard. Because they're all deployed. Okay. Shiyun. We're gonna have you go and destroy. Sure, in Algiers, why not?
Your
Moron.
orders.
You're gonna go to Suriname.
Heading to the LZ.
Kaylee, we're gonna have you grab a command. We finished the Muon Spiker. We'll go for subsurface radiation analysis. Neural engineering, that's definitely what we need.
Offering counsel. Lending my expertise.
Victor 443 is in low Mars orbit bombarding a base, and they have quickly realized the errors of the way. That's a dreadnought too that they wasted. That's insane. $210 KPS worth of water for that dreadnought just to have him solo attack a base and get smacked for it.
Public
Okay.
opinion is moving in our direction.
Target destroyed.
Score 1 for the good guys.
You did it on time. Well, you did. That's good. That is good. What is the unrest like? 0. Okay. They're working on space defenses.
Ready for my mission.
Bulo, I want you to go and investigate
Surveilling
this
target.
guy here.
Ready.
Shiyun. Hostile alien assets in Djibouti.
Gear up.
Moron.
At your
Investigate
service.
alien activity in Munich.
Laying the groundwork. Offering assistance.
Reached robotics age military. And we've nearly got our first space defenses built.
Surveillance complete.
Finished the nano factory.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
targets.
Recon complete.
Finish the fusion reactor 2. We're going to go for targeting computer 3. We finish our second nano factory complex. And that's where we're going to call it. Alrighty, so we had a lot of combat with the aliens, a lot of losses, a couple wins. Well, the biggest thing was we were setting up for next episode. We are down to 155. What are you doing?
Where do you need me?
Okay. Well, that was a mistake on your part. Anyhow, we're down to 155 used MC at the moment, which is fantastic, because that means that we're no longer immediately in the hate just for existing. You are not in your hometown, so we're going to go ahead and grab you another science, which will allow us next episode, whenever we get our shipyard online, to put out a pretty big fleet before we go over into the red. Now we are in the orange, which is unfortunate, and I wish that we still had the technology I was thinking of. I don't know why we don't have it anymore. It's kind of annoying. The fact that we don't have Maskarovka, Youthful Tree, Maskarovka. There is nothing at all. Even if we go to, because there's a community-made tech tree called, well, it's Terra Invicta tech tree. So if you go to that, and I want to say it's roughly in the same, or everything should be roughly in the same spot. You go zoom out. But behavioral monitoring definitely isn't it. Rapid response teams. We want strategic deception. Is that it there? Right here, strategic deception. As you can see, there is nothing else going. It does not have a, doesn't unlock anything. If we go to quantum, because that's another prerequisite, quantum encryption, it doesn't unlock it. So I do not know what happened to Maskarovka. Very, very unfortunate, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it. We nearly have our Zeta Deuterium drives, which will upgrade all of our ships to that, along with Tier 3 targeting computers, and that will allow them to be a significantly better ship. We also want to get Diamondoids. The Diamondoids will allow us to get Adamantine armor, which is the best one that you can get without going into the exotics realm. But that'll be again for next episode. So I want to thank y'all so very much for coming out, and I will see y'all in the next one.